Hello friends, welcome back. Big Dano plays Kingdom Death. This is the People of the Dreamkeeper campaign. I am very enthusiastic. We're working with the settlement of Middleburg using Scribe's wonderful feature that allows us to create names at random. Having a lot of fun with that. And we added some other names from people as well. We're travelling okay. If we nip over here to the situation, you can see we've got 13 dead and 15 people right now. Potentially about to lose a few during this Atlas encounter that we are facing ourselves with. But I feel like, you know, the last experience I had with him was enough for me to have a better understanding. I didn't craft the Pipper. I haven't crafted any of the ballads from any of the Smog Singers gear, which is a real shame. But it is what it is. We'll just have to play our best. So we're taking 4 incredibly good survivors. Well, 2 good survivors and 1 that's a bit naff. One that's okay. August, we are rocking with August the full leather set. Fantastic set that I crafted at the end of last year. I just decided I wasn't going to craft it. It's just so good. It's just such a good set. And we're rocking Blood Paint Beast Knuckle Leather Shield, which is a nice little combo that the Antelope allows you to do. Our Sword Specialist is wielding the Screaming Set with a Sword of Silence and a Beacon Shield. Also a good combo. And Monster Grease, which we are procking. So a lot of evasion, some good armour on those too. So I feel like they'll be okay. Rawhide Set with the Blood Drinker and a Shield and the procced Wisdom Potion. So that should be good, allowing us to play a little bit of information. And lastly, Ribblade with our Buffhead. Don't know what we're going to do with her. She's nothing. And then our Scout, not bringing too much to the fight. We are going to depart, and we are going to get started on an Atlas encounter. So here we go. Here he is, old Santa Claus. Doopy doopy doo. Great, I'll be back in a second. We'll set it all up. Okay, let's go have a look at the showdown. There he is, Big Atlas, the big fella. The North Star and the columns themselves have set up our survivors. I don't think I've got any arrival bonuses. Oh no, I do, Screaming Leg Warmers. So we'll just do our apply arrival bonuses. And that should be all we are dealing with. Now, we'll see who makes it out of this fight alive. And if they are good, then we'll spend some Lumi to level up XP of any of these people that survive that are good. So, okay, so we will just nip over here. So I'm going to shuffle this deck. I have created this deck of cards. This is his moods, which I will shuffle face down and go to there. And then this is his hit location deck. And we get to deal the top card face up. There's a reflex where he's going to be knocked down. That's a reasonably nice start. Okay, so we will commence at the start of the monster's turn. Oh, here's our Swordcraft deck. We should shuffle those as well. Start of the monster's turn, we deal a Swordcraft card to a face down to a survivor. We will deal this to our Sword Master. And we get to look at it for 1 second, and it is, oof, that is fun. Fun. Okay, over to the showdown. So we'll deal the first AI card, and it is Blood Flakes, Survivor without a sword in range. Okay, so that could be any of 4 possible options. So we will get to choose He is going to move and attack, and he is speed 6. So whomever we choose here, we can evade comfortably. So let's spend a survival on Ruby. I think I might need to, yeah, Ruby will just lose an insanity because I think I gave it one. Ruby will do a dash, she'll be our target. And so we'll go 1, 2, 3. So he is speed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means he finishes there. That is all Atlas does for the turn, out of range. Okay, we will start. I'll just see if anyone's got any disorders. Phobophobia on a fucking deadest is very terrible. Oh, quixotic, gain a survival and a strength token. Whee! Squeamish, she doesn't have stinky gear. There is no bug spot. Michiko has nothing. August has nothing. Great. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, and we're going to jump into the stone face. She's our backup plan. We don't want her to have to be involved if we don't need to. Okay, so we have someone who is currently adjacent to Atlas, and that is August. Okay, so Layla's done, Atlas is done. So let's punch on with the Beast Knuckle. It's 2 speed on a 6+, and she has 1 accuracy to go to a 5+. That's a Lantern 10 and a 1. She doesn't have any fingernail doors or anything, nothing for a perfect hit. So she does gain a block. The only card that we draw is this bad boy, the Infectious Giggle. This will now be flipped face up. Cool, so unless we critical, he is knocked down and so are we. We do not critical, we are wielding the Beast Knuckle and our strength is 2. Atlas's toughness is 11, so that is not a wound. Do we contemplate re-rolling that? Do we have a Guardian? I don't think we have a Guardian actually. No Guardian, no Guardian, no Guardian, and no Guardian. Good. Are you a Guardian? No. All right, we're not re-rolling it. Unless the attacker is deaf, both of us are knocked down. So we've cleared that one, done no wound. So she's knocked down. We will spend a survival on Swinson, see if he gains it back. He does. To stand her up, and she will do her movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over to here. So that's her Swordcraft card. There was nothing from that. Swinson has got the Blood Drinker, so he's going to move to here and swing with the Blood Drinker, hitting on a 3+ because Atlas is knocked down. That is a 7 and a 5. We know what that one is, and we know nothing about this one. Both of these are ignored because he is knocked down. Cool, so this is an axe. It is strength 6 plus his strength of 1, so 7. So we're looking for a 4 to wound. We'll do this one first. That is a 9. He does have a luck, so that is a critical. Gain 3 insanity. 1, 2, 3. And a strength token. So that's good. That does a wound. There was no other critical effect. So now he is an additional strength, and so he's now looking for a 3 to wound on this one, and this is still ignored. That is a 4, so it's a wound, but not a crit. Let's have a look at this one. It is a failure reaction, so that's good. Sword of Silence. Swinson has picked himself up an axe proficiency point. Ruby, 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 Ruby. What is she doing to me? She doesn't have 5 understanding, so this sword does not have sharp. She will move to here. She's still to be our tank, I think. She will swing with the Sword of Silence. That is a 1 and a 9, so we just gained this one. She's not a sword specialist. Oh, no, that's not Ruby. Oh yeah, red. Red is that. Gotcha. Ruby is a rib blade, so we'll assume that one was the hit. There is no failure reaction. Critting on an 8. So that is a 6. It's not a crit, but it is a wound. So Ruby's done, and she gets a proficiency point. There is no wound there, and the hit location now is the Luxurious Cap. So we will dash with Michiko. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she'll swing with the Sword of Silence. 6, it's only 1 hit. So she does have 1 single point in sword proficiency. We ignore the reflex. That is an 8. That is a wound. It is not a critical. So that is the wound. And the top of the hit location is the Luxurious Lining. That is the end of our turn. We have a block up on our green survivor, and that is all. Cool. So we'll flip the next AI card, and we get Freezing Club Parry, the closest threat in facing and in range. No, the closest threat in facing. Cool. Unless you are wearing fur or heavy gear, suffer bash. You are not wearing fur, nor are you wearing heavy gear, so you will indeed suffer bash. So this is going to be a synchronic attack. It's 3 speed. It hits, yep, she needs to be in the middle, so we're going to go here like this. So this hits on a 3+. Her evasion is 2, so this is going to be a 5+. So it's a 2, an 8, and a cock. So 2 hits. So the 2 hit locations we get are the waist and the boot. And these are 4 damage apiece. She has an extra armor to the body, so waist 1, 2, 3, 4. Boot, we will spend a survival to dodge. And then she is adjacent if there are any standing threats in Atlas's facing. There are not, because she is knocked down from bash. Cool, cool, cool. That's the end of his turn, so we're not swinging for 3s now. So we'll do our Sword of Silence. Oh, we're supposed to deal a Swordcraft card. We don't get to look at it. Sword of Silence check. So she's going to swing. That is an 8 and a 10. So 2, 1, 2. Oof. Yep, we'll hit this Luxurious Lining. This is Michiko, who currently has not moved. Oh, she's evasion 5, that's awesome, Deno. Strength 2 plus 6, so we're wounding on a 3+. So that is a 6, it's a wound, it's not a crit, so we do not trigger that failure reaction. That's done. This one, we need a 5 to wound this one. That is a 6, so that is a wound. We suffer 1 hit for 1 damage to the head. Sorry, 1 hit for 1 damage to the head. And then Atlas moves 2 spaces away from you and is knocked down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's now knocked down. She has moved, so she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did another wound. It's going well so far. We will fist bump to stand up our chick with the rib blade again. We gain the survival back on Swinson. So the rib blade chick will go. She's going to move to here and swing with the rib blade. She is hitting on a 6+. That is a 6. Oh, I needed to check the hit location that's on top. It's a dangling bell, impervious. Great, we hit. We roll a 3. It is odd. Suffer bash. This is not a reaction. Suffer bash and gain the priority target token. That's pretty good. So she's knocked down again. What's on top? A luxurious coat. He is still knocked down. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 into the rear with the blood drinker. So hitting on 3s. It's a 7 and a 2, perfect. So we get this location, and this is now face up. Still knocked down. Wounding on a critical is nice. Oh, gain a leather. Unless you are blind. I don't think Swinson is blind. No, he is not. Suffer monster level brain damage. 1 brain damage. And we gain a fucking leather. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing your generous leather with us, kind Santa. Just want to get one of them out. Leather. Good. That is luxurious indeed. Do we dash to get away? Probably we do, because we have many survival. 2, 3, 4, 5. So done. Scout's done, so it's just green with the beast knuckle and the guitar. So she will dash. And she will move a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 into the rear. We'll go in the middle just in case we get knocked back somehow. She swings with the beast knuckle, hitting on a 3, using the blood paint. So we have a perfect hit there. Nothing for perfect hits, so we're whipping 2 dice. 1 and... Ooh, it's not the trap. Again. Oh, no. Atnas stands with a hearty laugh and faces the attacker. Oh, cool. So critical here, she has no crits, so... Oh, sorry, she has no luck. The jaunty zone. Bash. Nice. That is a critical. You splinter a horn, gain 1 courage, and a broken lantern. I feel like I maybe missed a wound from his axe guy. I don't think we're in too much danger here. So he's now standing, so we gain a courage and a broken lantern. Love seeing a broken lantern. Boom. And that means he does not suffer bash, which means he can wound this one. He is -1 toughness on this wound because of the thing. So he's down to toughness 10. So this is wounding on a 4. That is a 2. So that's a failure to wound. We don't get any of that. He performs basic action targeting the attacker. That is what's face up. The basic action targeting her. She has a block up, so she can't spend survival, but she does have 4 evasion. So he's hitting on a 3+, which goes to 7+, 6, 3, 10. The 10 is blocked. There is no after damage effects. That is the end of his basic action. We lose our block. It is our turn, or it is his turn rather, so we deal a Swordcraft card, and we will deal an AI card. It is Pratfall, the furthest threat in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be Swinson, and Swinson's going to spend a survival to dash because he's a legend. Does he gain the survival back? He does not. Relevant this turn. Great. Pratfall. So Eric's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to also dash 1. We don't need her to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's out of range. And so there's no after damage effects. She is knocked down. Priority target maybe means it's her instead of everything that I just did. I think it is her on priority target maybe. have to do the priority target, I'm afraid. So that will go there. He will go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll gain his survival back, and he will uncheck the dash. That is there. So now we'll roll 3 dice. She has no blocks up, but she can spend a survival to dodge. A 2 is a miss, a 6 and a 10. So we are suffering the after damage effects here. A body and a boot. So the body we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will dodge the boot. With a grin and a twinkle in his eye, Atlas falls to the floor, knocking down itself and any survivors within 2 spaces perform limbic stimulation. So everyone's knocked down. So limbic stimulation is over here. Shuffle the wound stack, then reveal cards from the top until you reveal a mood card. Well, Yearning for Fear. Attacks made from the monster's facing gain +4 strength. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds to do. So, Swinson will fist pump. Does he gain his survival back for a fist pump? He does. And he will stand up August, who is wielding the Beast Knuckle. Not in Atlas's facing because he is knocked down. Hits on a 7. Just tags that one. What's on top? Stance punked, first strike. Yes, very good. So we ignore the failure reaction. We're not taking from his facing, so that is a wound. Boom. We have that in play. So she'll now move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We will spend a survival to stand up our rib blade chick. And we'll spend that on August to do a fist bump. The rib blade is still swinging and hitting on a 3+ because of knockdown. That is a 9. We know it's stance punked. He's standing there. He's facing us. So we're gaining +8 strength to wound this location. We cannot do a critical, but we definitely do a wound. And he performs limbic stimulation again. So let's see what mood. After an attack from the monster's facing is resolved, perform Spark of Joy. Yearning for Surprise. Attacks made from the monster's blind spot gain luck. Okay, so we now perform Spark of Joy. Unfortunately, survivors take turns flipping and resolving 1 swordcraft card. All Atlas's blade bursts from its sheath. End all other ongoing actions. We didn't have any other ongoing actions. So let's do the first swordcraft card on our swordcraft survivor, who gains a free deflect because of the master's presence. So deflect 1. Every injury, broken nail or skin knee you have suffered is expertly replicated. For each permanent severe injury you have recorded, suffered again. We have recorded 0. So that's good. We'll move on to August. Hers is Synchronic Attack. So that is going to be East Knockback 10. Okay, so she's going to run into the monster, and it's also going to hit everyone behind him. Interesting. So there is no ongoing action, so we can do a dash. So I think we will dash with August. There is no flow opportunity here, so we shan't be doing that. Yep. Great, so it's speed 1, accuracy 2+, and it hits everyone here for 3 damage. So August, we roll a 3. She is 4 evasion, so that misses her. And Ruby, who is also in range, has a 4, so that also misses her. So there is no knockback 10. That is hers done. The last one to do is Swinson. Oh, it's a snowflake. How cool is that? This attack cannot be blocked. Can be deflected though. Speed 1, rolls a 9. If you have a shield in your gear grid, it is archived from the... Wow. It hits. Swinson's going to dodge. Thank you very much. Cheerio. Does he get his survival back? He definitely does. Okay, so that is Spark of Joy done. There's no more Swordcraft cards in play. Anything else happen at Spark of Joy? Yeah. And we've just done her. So, and she's also done. So she'll now move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swinson, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not in the facing. We have to discard Yearning for Mood. So he's going to swing. What's on top of the hit location deck? It is a Noble Appendage. Swinson swinging with the Blood Drinker. 8 is a hit. We get a hit here to wound. That's a 5. He has a Strength token. It is not a critical, but it is definitely a wound. So that goes to here. He suffers Bash and a -1 movement token. Don't think that's going to be ultra relevant. Michiko, our Sword of Silence, will dash. Hang on, what's on top? Stance Punked. Yeah, so she's going to dash. Spend a survival. Dash. We may be able to kill him here. If we roll okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's into the blind spot. She's rolling to hit with the Sword of Silence on a 3+. It's a 4 and a 1, so she's not killing him. That's a shame. Stance Punked. Another Stance Punked. There is no critical, but there is a wound on a -4 toughness to wound that location. Means he goes down to 7, so that 2 is a wound. And he performs limbic stimulation. Unfortunately, he's just down to his basic action. Do we get another mood in play? Yes, we do, from limbic stimulation. When Atlas is knocked down, it immediately stands and performs Spark of Joy. It's his turn. He deals us a Swordcraft card. We get to look at it. It's an Elsewhere cut. I don't love that. He does this basic action. The closest standing survivor in range is her. So he's going to swing on her. He is 3 speed. It's a 3+. She's 5 evasion, so it's hitting on an 8. 1 hit. We'll spend a survival to dodge. We just need to do 1 wound. The person most likely to do 1 wound is our blue survivor with the rib blade. Moving into the rear. Fails to hit on a 3. Michiko will swing. Hits once on a 9. It's Stance Punked. It's -4 toughness. It's a 4. That's a wound. Atlas, get out of here, you idiot. Get out of here. We've had enough of your shit. Had enough of your shit. Alright, Michiko. Sword proficiency point, yes. August, Guitar proficiency point, yes. Layla, got nothing. Ruby, Grand proficiency point, and Swinson got his axe. So that's a comfortable win. I was a bit worried we were going to maybe lose 1 or 2 there, and I'm starting to get nervous about our survivor situation. So yeah, that's a good result. Snip over here. We picked up a Broken Lantern and a leather too, actually. I love that. 1 Hunt XP and rewards. So we will complete the showdown. It was victorious. We do advance the year. We get 6 endeavours, 3 collective cognition, which is lovely. So we didn't gain any cuisine benefits, anything else. So 1 Hunt XP and rewards. So the roll 1d10 and add Atlas's level. I would love to roll. Yeah, Pretty much anything but a 1 here is a good result. Anything but a 1. It's a 2, so that turns into a 3 because you add his level. And the 3 is gain monster level plus 1 iron. So I'm going to go add that to the settlement storage right now. So we picked up a leather, 2 iron, and a broken lantern. And then we also have our basic resources, of which we grabbed 2. And that's from our morgue, which is proving to be a little more effective than I was expecting. A skull, survivor gains an insanity, and a monster hide. A skull and a monster hide. Someone gains an insanity. It can be August. Good victory, good win. Knowing a little bit more about Atlas now, having played him, you know, the Swordcraft cards are really probably where he gets his damage. And so the key to mitigating those is staying quite spread around the board, you know, manoeuvring yourself around and not staying too close to other people, trying to constantly move around. So dash, very helpful, of course. But yeah, that was a pretty comfortable victory. Feel good about that. So let's go over to our timeline and see what we've got. A special showdown against the Manhunter. Guess what we'll be doing very shortly. We do have to flip a settlement event. Our scout did survive, and so we get to flip 2. Mind you, the way that I've been playing it doesn't matter if the scout survives or not, because it's gear that's being carried. So we'll come back and all right, we get birth. Oh, and story in the snow. Well, we've already got story in the snow, so I think we'll take birth. Yeah, the story in the snow effect for us in this situation, trying to hunt down the Green Armour Set, is very, very good. It means we get a free crack at the Lion Knight, level 3. I'm actually feeling worried about that fight, by the way. So, a birth. Oh, wasn't on the right page, but there you go, a birth. We have no other story events. So I'm trying to remember to do this now because I feel like I've been getting things slightly wrong. So survivors return, we gain endeavours, we do a settlement event, we update our timeline, we update the death count, we check milestones. Now, the forum states, and this is interesting, that during settlement phase setup, which is here, we actually draw our knowledge cards then. So you don't gain any benefit from rolling into new knowledges. So cool, so we are going to share 3 knowledges, and the 3 knowledges we gain are Light Warrior, Dark Eye, and Health. Cool, all right, I'll leave those there. We've checked milestones, so we do, and let's go and have a look at the exact timeline of events for returning survivors ponder. Returning survivors ponder. Develop step. So that's when we ponder. Check milestones is when we gave collective cognition. Great. Okay, so when we're about to start to develop, that's when we ponder. So we'll resolve that soon. We did gain 3 collective cognition this Lantern year, so this would be a grand feast if we elected to try and bring some more survivors on. Yep, so pondering. So what we might do, we've got a bit of Lumi around, and if we have a look at the forum, we can spend 2 Lumi to mentor someone. I think we mentor Michiko. Who's got some Lumi to spend? So Deno's got 2 Lumi to spend. Jonas has got 2 Lumi to spend. Toppy's got 2 Lumi. Ruby, I think we'll give Ruby, we'll spend 2 Lumi. She's going to level up Michiko. So Michiko gains a level up. Now the reason this is important timing wise is because she is still a returning survivor, and so she will be able to ponder a philosophy. Maybe it's not actually that relevant. It's only if you are a returning survivor and you reach another milestone. So we have Dreamism. We don't have doubles, do we? Okay, Michiko gains Dreamism. That means we've got a Guardian, which is good. So let's level up our Dreamism. And then we'll also need, so here's Dreamism. Dreamism, a level 1, the massive figure. So Michiko gains Illumi, and she rolls a 6. We do have collective cognition 4. We gain an understanding, and we gain an observation in our tenant knowledge, which is not at all helpful, but no negative out effects, so that's great. Before we decide if we want to do any other ponderings, let's do our deadest, who's just reached 2 in deadism, and that was Ruby. Yep, pondering level 2 deadism, so bang. Death's Regret. She gains another Lumi, and she rolls a 1. Gain 1 Lumi and Rageaholic. Well, I think we shall sacrifice her. She's having a really rough time, actually. What is she? She's chasing Grand Weapon. Yeah, I don't care about her. Okay, so that's deadism. Do we want to try for one more survivor? We'll spend 2 Lumi on Ruby, and we will level up someone else who's chasing Katars, I think. August. Yeah. So August will go to Hunt XP2, which means she will also gain a philosophy, and she will gain Gourmandism. Cool. I was hoping we'd get a few more of them. So, Gourmandism. I like it a lot. Ravenous. When you consume. Great. So, gain a Lumi. We don't want to gain Rivalry. We don't really want accuracy either. Yeah, a 3 to 4, 5, 6 would be good. Just don't want to roll a 1, 2, or 3. It's a Lantern 10. Gain an accuracy. Archive a resource and gain an accuracy. Won't be a leather, I'll tell you that much. I think we'll just archive a Acanthus, probably. But that's good. Okay. So we have multiple endeavours to spend. We will spend them now. We'll firstly do an innovate. So we will use this monster bone and this monster hide. And fuck, we've got so many hides and organs. I reckon we'll use that for this. Speed and permanent blue affinity. Evasion and permanent green affinity. Like Birth's a good one. I love it. We need a organ. Phoenix, what do you got for us? No, you got a hide. Gormy's got some organs, surely. Jiggling lard. We'll take a Smitty Rib. Boom. So that is an innovate. Okay, I'm excited because we're flipping 4 cards. 4 of the best. So I've got a priority right now. The priority we're looking for is drums. We really need those drums innovations or inner lantern. So there's a good start. Storytelling is also important for us, and we need to really think about this. Cooking, we're definitely not taking. See, this is the decision I didn't want to have to make. Okay, so storytelling lets us get the old master onto the thing, which is an important part of our process. It's not of much value now. Inner lantern for Surge, if we weren't about to go and face the Dung Beetle Knight, I feel like drums is the right choice, but right now, Inner Lantern adding surge means we can push the ball away and speed the fight up. So we're going to add Inner Lantern to our settlement. I don't know if that's the right choice. I kind of feel like it might not be. But I think there is one other advantage to that, and that is that we get character in there, which is cool. Oh, we need drums. We need Song of the Brave. Oh, it's such a tough choice. Character, Inner Lantern consequence. Cool. Scarification is a trash one. And Shrine's pretty good. Okay. That's good. That's a good outcome. Happy about that. So those are back in there. So that was our first endeavour. Our second endeavour. So what's Citrinitas? Elixir of Wholeness. Don't love that. Practice we don't need. We could have some babies. Don't think we need to make leather. Don't feel the need for partnership yet. Trace petals might not be too bad. Roundstone training is not for us. Stoic statue is not for us. Harvest ritual we do not have yet. So let's just toss up the options here. So Citrinitas, there's no broken sphere injuries. Albedo, spending 4 organs, we need more organs. Yeah, we'll probably do a petal spiral because there's a lot of good outcomes on that. Negredo, we don't need. Already done that. Bloodletting, potentially to clear a insanity. Not getting that. Blacksmith we've already got. Partnership's a possibility, I suppose. That's a possibility. Okay. The other thing we might want to do is spend 2 organs to transmute and see if we can get the elixir of life. Interesting decisions. Interesting decisions. Let's go and have a look over here and see if anyone wants one of these knowledge cards. So I'll just look at our survivors. Okay, so Herb Grinder, health. You only have 1 Lumi, so you could buy Dark Eye. You've already got health. We don't need anything. You got no Lumi. Michiko's got a Lumi. Dark Eye, you're probably not going to roll a lot of attacks because I think we're just going to keep... no, actually we might go Dark Eye. 0 there, so she can buy Dark Eye knowledge. Kalen doesn't need to spend Lumi. Deno doesn't need to spend Lumi. He's got Light Warrior already. Fen staying safe like a champion. Jonas, dun dun. How much Lumi you got? You got 3 Lumi, so we could buy Light Warrior. No, it doesn't really help us. Health, when you consume during the hunt or showdown, gain a strength token. Don't think we need to at this point. Seb, no. Okay, I'm not going to buy any more of the knowledges, so that will do for that. So it's just a matter of deciding if we want to do a petal spiral. We'll definitely do a petal spiral on our swordsmith, who is Michiko. See if we can get her a sword proficiency point. That's an 8, so we get her a sword proficiency point. This is not a once per thing. So do we continue with that sword proficiency and get sword mastery? Just check out other survivors for really punishing. We could clear Layla's vermin obsession. We're going to spend a survival to try and clear Deno's unlucky using bloodletting. He needs an 8+. That's a 3, so he gains an understanding and he cannot gain survival at all. Deno has just become a tinker. He will roll on the tinker chart. And oh, it's a 10. Good work, Deno. Now, I just did something to make my life a little bit easier. I printed out insight and bold. 1 permanent strength. Cool. Could have been something actually good. No, we'll take a permanent strength. So he's a tinker, and that allows us to draw seed pattern, and we get a master bone dagger. Okay, this could be interesting actually. We need a dagger specialist. Bone dagger we've got, perfect bone we've got, perfect organ we've got, 1 skull we've got. Wonder what that does. I'm gonna have a little look. Seed patterns are definitely very, very interesting. They can be quite swingy. I think sometimes they're great timing and very good. Other times they're just, yeah, they just struggle a bit. But Master Bone Dagger, razor sharp, persistence 2. Impeccable. What does persistence do? I don't know what persistence does. Anyone know what persistence does at the top of your head? I'm not crafting it because I don't have the dagger specialist, but that's an interesting one. Deno's going to try again to clear his unlucky. Come on, Deno. It's a 2. Gains an understanding. He's going to run out of blood soon. Another one, another 2. Gain an understanding. Last one, a 7. Gain 3 insanity. I think I've still got one more. Oh my God, how much insanity do you need, buddy? You are crazy. You are crazy, my guy. Yeah, last one. 5, 3 insanity. Well, we definitely know we're taking him out for something cool. That disorder is just punishing. Absolutely punishing. Okay, so bloodletting, face pain, we're not doing partnership, we're not doing that. We do have our birth that we have to do, so let's give birth to someone beautiful and kind and gentle of heart. And that person that we will give birth to is a lovely man, and his name is Gennaro, as in Donald Gennaro from Jurassic Park. No, Melvin. Good on you, Melvin. Jonas and Robin will inherit some guitar. Jonas will archive a perfect hide to gain a permanent evasion and a green affinity. Melvin, I should say. And now we need to decide if we're going to archive a perfect organ to get a speed and a permanent blue affinity. I don't know that we need to. Speed is a not always good, but you know, if you've got a low speed weapon like the Dome Buster, it's pretty awesome. All right, friends, I'm gonna just leave it at the perfect hide, and then I'm going to go set up for the Manhunter Showdown, which we are going to do at the end of this Lantern Year 10, and then we will depart on a hunt. I think we're going to chase down a dung beetle knight. And I have no confidence in taking on a dung beetle knight at level 2. It's been a long time since I fought him. Let's play calm. I'll be back shortly. All right, champions, we have made it. We are taking in 4 survivors. We're taking in Deno, who's going to be chopping around with his beacon shield. Jonas, trying to get that extra Qatar specialisation. September, throwing a bow down. Top with his axe, and Seb with a dagger. Seb probably won't have a crack, but we'll keep it in the back pocket just in case. September's, probably the only one coming along that will need to do something good, but we'll see. So this is 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Great. There is a +1 speed and a +1 damage, which is nice. Hit locations. Sweet. Okay, so let's depart. And we'll just have a look at what we've got. So Deno, loadout has that. So he's going to arrive as well, which is good. Jonas with his Qatar, he doesn't arrive. Nope. September. So September has to go first, and she has to consume or she loses his strength. Topolus, Axe Maestro galore, and Seb not doing a lot. Perfect. So I did a very bad job of remembering Tombstone and the gritty armament situation. So we have Surge now, so that's a really important part of our strategy moving forward. It gives us the option to really try and close the fight down quickly. So we will kick off, and the Manhunter is going to flip. Oh, he's first at the start of his turn. He's going to move towards the closest threat and turn to face it. If he's adjacent to any threats, he performs Tombstone. We're going to choose Toppy. And he's going to Tombstone. So, Topulus, this is a 2-speed attack hitting on a 4+. Top is evasion 2, so that goes to 6+. It's a 6 and an 8, that's 2 hits. There is no surge opportunity on this, yes. The target is knocked down. Yes, he's immortal. Very good. Cool. So these are damage 4. So the 2 damage 4 goes to the hand and the body. However, that 4 goes down to 3 thanks to leprosy. So we take 6. We'll spend a survival. We can't spend a survival because we're immortal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are now no longer insane. We suffer bash, and we are knocked down. That is the end of the Tombstone. And now we move on to this. So the furthest threat in field of view, there is no one. The furthest threat in field of view. So field of view is an important distinction because you can't actually see anyone other than our Qatar Maestro. So our Qatar Maestro, Jonas, he's happy to take that. So he's going to move to here, and he's going to attack Jonas. He hits on 3 speed, hitting on a 3+ goes to 7. 5, 5, Lantern 10. Jonas will spend a survival to dodge, and that is the end of the Manhunter's turn because there's no after damage effect triggering from grab. Okay, clothesline, hey? We still have our wisdom potion, so we get to play with that face up. There is a wound. Oh, the attacker gains a priority target and a red vial. So we have our prima donna who has to go first, which is September. And you cannot attack a monster from its blind spot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll actually go to there. So she will swing with the Vespertine bow. She's not in the blind spot. September is accuracy 2, so the Vespertine bow is hitting on a... do we actually risk this? Slow plus 4 accuracy, so we can hit one shot on a 2+. Nah. What strength is she? Strength 3. What toughness is he? He's toughness 11. I forget the Vespertine bow sucks now. We'll just do one shot. It hits on a 7. We know it's this gritty groin. And so we can crit this location. We have 1 luck, and the Vespertine bow is deadly. So the critting is 9, 8. Wounding is also 8. So it's an 8 to crit, which will also wound. So that's an 8. Critical wound. Destroy the manhunter's genitals. Place the mangled groin hit location on top of the hit location deck. Archive this card. Very nice. 1 wound. The Vespertine bow has done a wound. She has done her honourable prima donna situation, so she is done. Does she want to surge? I think so. I think she'll surge. She'll swing 3 dice. It's 3 hits. 1, 2, 1, 2. Surge. Didn't really want to get 3 hits, but I suppose, super dense, wound, reflex. Okay, we're going to critical all of these. I'm absolutely confident because it's 8s to wound and nothing else. So the first one, that's an 8. Crimson Vial. Okay, we need to think about the Crimson Vial because I believe that is consumable. And we definitely want to consume something. Crimson Vial. How good's the fucking... How good's the thingy bow going? Remove all bleeding tokens and a severe injury of your choice. Great, love a Crimson Vial. So the Rippling Abs, we can crit these on an 8 as well. That's a 1, so we fail that. We won't worry about that. Where did I put the gritty groin? Oh. Yeah, and now we'll try and crit this. See if we can get 2 strange. That's a 2, so that's not a fail. He suffers -1 evasion token till the end of the round though, which is pretty good. So she has a Crimson Vial. She'll keep that in the pocket. Our little gourmandist. How fun. Jonas, the little beast knuckle guitar. Front on, punching like a champion with his guitar specialization. That -1 thingy, oh, that's in play, does not come into play. We can cancel the reaction on the first hit location with guitar specialization, so we will do that. And we will critical on a 10. However, we will wound on 6 and 11. We'll wound on a 5. So here, that's a 5, which is a wound, and we cancel that reaction. We gain our guitar specialist. Point, which is good. And this one, it is a 5 as well, and critting on a 10. That is an 8, so that is a wound. Now, it was actually down to a 4, by the way. But we do wound, so we have to spend 2 survival, or we get punched in the face. We have our block up because we triggered blood paint. We have a round leather shield. He will be fine for the moment. There's our 4th wound. Have I done that? Yes, I have. Deno, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deno's going to go to there, and he's going to swing his beacon shield. There's a -1 evasion token in play. Deno has no accuracy. The beacon shield is 6, so it goes to a 5. That's an 8. So, oh, I need to see the hit location. Yeah, it is this. So that's fine. Deno's an absolute weapon, so this is wounding on a 2+, 3+ maybe. But it's a wound either way, and then full move until adjacent. We are already adjacent. He's going to perform Tombstone. Deno has evasion 3, so this Tombstone hits on a 7. 8, 1, 9, 2 hits. Body and hand, it is 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deno is now knocked down thanks to Bash. Deno has grabbed his shield proficiency point. Have we got 5 wounds in the stack? Did I remember? We have. Very good. So, what's on top of the deck? It is another wound. I think the scout's just going to get the hell out of there and stay safe. 1, 2, 3. Jump into our stone face. And I think we will spend a survival, and that will be on September, to fist bump Topulus up. Topulus will move into the rear and swing with the Blood Drinker. And he'll also fist bump Deno. So we're going to fist bump on top, we're going to fist bump on September. Yep, so no accuracy, so he's hitting on 5s. That's an 8 and a 5. It's a hardened torso, 1, and ossified knee guards. We'll just see if he gets his survival back from the fist bump. He does. Fucking rawhide, man. It's so good. Why didn't I roll that for my crit? We'll do the super dense failure ossified knee guards 1. We don't fail. You take a wound. We will attempt to wound this one. We roll a 7. That's a wound. The hardened torso is done. What's on top? It's the trap. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we can prepare for that now. I love the wisdom potion. That's going to be the end of our turn. Actually, Top will surge and put up a block on his round leather shield. We stood Deno up, and Deno's going to surge and put up 2 blocks on his beacon shield. It's the Manhunter's turn. He tombstones. He targets Deno. He hits with 2 dice. Hitting on a 4+ goes to a 7. That's a 2 and a 5. That is no hits. He then draws his AI card and he draws Dirty Fighting. Full move to the closest survivor in the monster's field of view. Doing a slam zone. Very cool. Okay, so we'll just do this. So I think we'll spend a survival to dash. Yeah, we actually do want to spend a survival to dash. So Top's going to dash and Jonas is going to dash. So Jonas, dash, Top, dash. Does he gain his survival back? No, he does not. So we want to get out of the Dirty Fighting splash zone. So we need to be 3 spaces away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Topulus can do that because he has not Insanity from Immortal. Seb is just going to spend 2 survival tokens. Get up to max survival. So he's done. He's done. Top's got Guardian. We haven't used Guardian yet. So we're definitely going to consume with her. Jonas, dun dun dun. Yep. And Deno. When a survivor dies. Oh, he's got 2 death tokens, that's right. Yeah, so he's got some shit stuff. Cannot critically wound Deno, you useless guy. Oh, he's supposed to be subjugated. He couldn't be fist bumped up. No one's going to bleeding token. That's fine. It's closest survivor in field of view anyway, so that's okay. Archive all destructible terrain tiles in the slam zone. One at a time, attack all survivors in the slam zone. So he's going to archive 2. Boom, boom. Pretty cool card, actually. And so this is gaining +1 speed for each terrain tile. So he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 speed on this attack. And these will be hitting on a 7, because Deno is 3 evasion. 6, 5, 3, 8. The 8 is blocked. We still have a block up in the beacon shield. So there is no after damage effects that trigger. That is the end of dirty fighting. That is the end of the Manhunter's turn. Deno stands up. May have done that wrong, but that's okay. It's our turn, so Prima Donna has to trigger. Deno will spend a survival to dash. And what does this thing do? Perform gun action targeting the attacker. Gun action is within 4 spaces. So this guy actually could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so the Manhunter, we're going to shoot our Vespertine bow with September, who has to go first because she's a prima donna. Look, we hit and we trigger the trap. And the town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. All survivors within 2 spaces of the Manhunter suck a knockback 3. None. Perform gun action, target the attacker. Ranged attack target. Oh, he can get out further. So ranged attack target, it's 1 speed, that goes to 2 speed. She is doomed, so she can't do anything about this. Two speed, hitting on a 2+, goes to 5+. It's a 1 and a 9, so the 1 hits. It's damage 2, which goes to 3. Hits her in the hand. 1, 2, 3. And the blast leaves a painful ringing in the ears. All non-deaf survivors within 4 spaces of the Manhunter suffer brain damage. So no one suffers brain damage, so we're all good. So September is done. She is knocked down, but we could fist bump her to stand her up and have another shot with the Vespertine bow. What's on top, I say? The mangled groin again. I reckon we will. I reckon Toppy's going to fist bump her. Does he gain his survival back? Oh, of course he does. He's got a rawhide set. He's got a rawhide set. It's impossible. She stands up and she fires the Vespertine bow. You want to shoot me, guy? I'll shoot you back. In the face! 1-5 is a hit. The mangled groin. We crit on an 8. But he gets a -1 evasion token trying to protect his nuts. That's a 1. It's a -1 evasion token. There is a failure reflex here, so I think we'll use our Qatar specialist. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the rear, he will use his Beast Knuckle. 4 and a 9. Jonas. Dun, 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 dun. He's carrying the wheel. Thanks for all you told us. Dun, 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 dun. This is how we feel. Come sit next to me. Pour yourself some tea. I've got to look into all your weapons gain paired. I don't really understand how his thing works. Strength 6, so we're looking for a 5 to wound on the ossified knee guards. We'll actually do the rippling abs first, I think. So that'll increase our chances of getting the other one. That's a 1. Is this a guardian moment? No for Deno. Jonas, no. September, no. Toppy, are you our guardian buddy? You are. So Toppy will gain a systemic pressure and allow us a reroll on this one. We reroll into a 9, which is not a crit, I don't think. It's not a crit, but it is a wound. So he has to spend 2 survival. Which he does. Suffers a wound, and that makes this one easier to wound. We roll a 4, which is exactly what we needed thanks to the -1 from the beast token. There is no failure reaction. Does Jonas surge here and just try to punch on? What's on top? Exposed forearm? I think so. I think Jonas will surge. Has everyone got their proficiency point? Toppy hasn't got a axe, has he? I think he has, but he'll definitely get it in a second if he hasn't. So Jonas, 2 misses. Toppy will go into the front, swing with the axe. 2 5s, you dickhead. Oh, -1 evasion token. Yes, that's so great. That's so great, -1 evasion token. We'll definitely do a failure reaction first. Toppy is an axe specialist, so he can reroll failed attempts to wound. That is not a failure, so that one will not trigger. Boom. And then this one, attempted wound in the tray. That is a 4. I think he's a 3 to wound for Toppy. He is indeed a 3 to wound. So that is a wound. Reflex, full move, turn to face, and then perform tombstone. So Toppy's going to take a tombstone in the face. He does have a block up, which I believe is still good. Lasts until your next act. Let's say end of next act, so maybe that's gone. Anyway, a tombstone. A 5 and a 3. Topless is evasion 2, so that is 2 misses on his tombstone. No bash. That was a wound. 2 wounds left. Who's got surges? Toppy's got a surge. He'll surge. A 2 and a 4. He misses both. Does he get his survival back? Oh yeah. Okay, so Deno will go with the Sword of Silence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in the front. Sword of Silence is 5s to hit, which goes to 4s. That's a 5 and a 1. Here is a battle-scarred arm. That's a wound. Is it a crit, Deno? Are you a crit maestro? I don't think so. No. Oh, you can't crit anyway, you fucking peanut. Because you're stupid unlucky. You suck, mate. Why are you such a shit guy? Alright, we've done a wound. We have to spend 2 survival, otherwise we suffer a severe injury roll. We'll do that. Deno has not yet surged. September has surged because she procced the trap and then shot again. Do we wait and then try surging in the middle of his card? No. He'll surge now and see if he can end it right now. 2 7s is good. Oh, +2 toughness to wound this location. If you hit with a whip, nope. Alright, well, this is a couple of really important wounds here for Deno. Oh, the Sword of Silence is on a 2+. Sorry, his +2 toughness is 13, so he goes to a 4+. That's a 9, would not be a crit, but we cancel the next reaction. Okay, we have not yet swallowed with old mate to lose a permanent strength. We have a red vial. I definitely fired with her, so just gotta hope we fail this wound. A 4 is not enough. No, it is enough. That's it. We killed him. But this is a special showdown, and let's just go and read what that says, because we may still be okay. There we go. If you do not perform at least once this lantern year, so we have a chance still to do it. We just killed him. All is well. Complete showdown. The showdown was victorious. We gained 1 hunt XP. That was a comfortable victory. 1 hunt XP. I didn't do a random terrain card. I'll check what it was, if it mattered. It's a glowing waypoint, doesn't matter. I'm not trying to pick up a spear. 1 hunt XP, 1 weapon proficiency, and we gain the Hunter's Heart. On a 2+, Deno gains the Abyssal Sadist Fighting Art. Deno does gain the Abyssal Sadist Fighting Art. So Abyssal Sadist, he does not want that. So he will explore the maze. He rolls a 1. We're still in the thingy, so we use our Guardian reroll. We're fine. Deno gains a Lumi. Done. We gain the Hunter's Heart. Rare gear. Slender ovule. Where is my Hunter's Heart at, my guy? Give it to me. There it is. During the settlement, you may archive this to Bleeding Heart, but we will not. We have a Hunter's Heart. We have not innovated Saga. And so that is all we get. Let's go back to here. We do go back to the develop step, which means we are going to gain metabolic improvements. And that is gain the nutrition innovation. So I had grand intentions of tracking how many thingies I got, collective cognition, but honestly, I feel like if I'm fighting the guys, I deserve the collective cognition. There's no specification for how to do it, right? So I think I may be about 3 or 4 ahead of where I should be. Let's work it out. Settlement victories is here. So Crocodile gets me 1. Gorm and Flower Knight, they're both level 1 quarries, so I get 1 from those ones. I've got 1 from the Flower Knight and 1 from the Gorm, so that is 2 of those 2. So that is still also, we're -1 at the moment. The 2 Screaming Antelope level 2s is fine. Manhunter, Butcher would lose us 3 because we only get 1 level 1 Nemesis node. So we would be on 19 if we were following that rule set, which means we would be getting metabolic improvements next lantern year. It's not going to give us any benefit yet because we haven't even gone on a hunt. So, yeah. So at this point in time, I feel like if I'm going to fight the fucking guys, I deserve the collective cognition. We've already done all our innovates and so forth, so that is the actual end of this showdown. But let's just do a quick green armor check. We have Hunter's Heart, 1 iron, 1 jiggling lard. I can make that right now. Hunter's Heart, 1 iron, and 1 jiggling lard. Let's check the gear. So the Gorm has a jiggling lard. Boom. We have the Hunter's Heart. I assume we have to archive that. And We need 1 iron, and I believe we have 3 iron. We've just made ourselves our first green armour piece. It's the green gloves. How delightful. +2 strength, +6 luck when attempting to wound. It is an armour, it is a set, it is metal. I love it. I'm going to try and get that +6 luck thing. So we're going to lose that straight away. We're on our way, friends. I don't know if you're excited, but I am absolutely excited. We are 1 of 6. The green gloves. The next one we're going to aim to get is this Fetosaurus. And maybe, so we can do that one. We can't do that one. Can't do that one yet. Iron Flower Knight badge, calcified greaves. We're a long way away from that. Gormite, stomach lining, calcified juggernaut blade, and iron. Yep. Dung beetle knight. We need to fight a couple of dung beetle knights, and then we go in for a level 3 flower knight to try and get ourselves this, which I'm really stupid for, by the way, for killing our sleeping forest flower. We could probably have made that like this year. If I get an underplate fungus, we could roll into the elixir of life. That's very annoying. It's very, very annoying, but you know, Deno is as Deno does. I lucked into drawing the freaking ghostly beauty on our first fucking trip through the forest gate. And then I was like, yeah, that's okay, guys. I'm going to send out my fucking sleeping forest flower guy. Why not? Why not, Deno? You're a genius. We got a red vial too. I'm going to consume that with our chick who needed to consume and not put it in our storage because we can consume that and archive it to remove 2 bleeding tokens and gain a survival. September has consumed. No, during the hunt or showdown. Annoying. All right. So we do have a couple of ponders to do, so we do still do those. Let's have a look at our survivors. So it wasn't, Topolis got to ponder level 4 Dreamism. My guy. Level 4 Dreamism. A dreamer's dream death. Gain 2 Lumi and roll 1d10. And we roll a 5. Oh my god, Game Master! That's all we need for the shit that I was trying to make last time. Game Master! I don't think I'm going to send him out. Well, he's pretty good actually. Maybe I will send him out. How far away are you from Axe Mastery? I think you're 3. Yeah, send him out on 2 more hunts. 1 more hunt maybe. Would have loved to have rolled a 6 there because that would have gave me a permanent luck. That is pretty awesome. We definitely had someone else pondering. I think it was pondering survivalism. I think it may have been Seb, perhaps. Indeed it was. Seb shall ponder survivalism. Can you believe I just rolled Game Master? That is awesome. Survivalism level 3. Boom. Boom. He will flip. Gain 1 Lumi. Gain another Lumi if you have Meat Shield. He does not have Meat Shield. He rolls an 8. Ooh. 3 Lumi. 1, 2, 3. And collective cognition 18, gain an observation in any of your knowledges. Well, I guess we'll go to tenacity. And finally, the last bit of that is collective cognition 23, you may intimacy. That could be a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. We have a grand feast this Lantern year because we just defeated Atlas last Lantern year. So let's try an intimacy roll, shall we? A 9 and a 6. The intimacy roll is a 7. Well, let's see what happens and who has a baby. Intimacy. It's beautiful to have love from a beautiful person. Where is it? There it is. Look at them. Just eating their delicious fruits. Nom 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 nom. 7. The parents each gain 10 survival. The newborn gains a knowledge from one of their parents. We didn't know who we were going to roll, but we did have +1 to the roll, so lifetime rerolls would probably have been okay. Who do we want to give? Deno is probably not the go. Toppy with Guardian's pretty good. So Top gains 10 survival. Have a baby with Toppy. This can be a pretty lady. Her name's Deirdre. And Top, and who's got a good knowledge actually? Top and Michiko. Michiko gains 10 survival and gains a knowledge from one of their parents, Deirdre. I hope you enjoy Guardian. Michiko gains 10 survival. All right, let's plan out who we're taking in our next hunt and what gear they're going to wield. So what is our priorities right now? Our priority is, let's check our timeline. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years away from facing off the Qatar required mastery. The Dung Beetle Knight is a real challenge. It's a risk to take Jonas for fear of his dying. We do not yet have the nightmare training to allow us to try and jump that up to 8, and he has already used the +1 freebie. So it's a risk, but I've got a couple of other backups on the go. I think we've got another Qatar at 2. And yeah, Fen's, well, not going to use Fen. Qatar 3, Qatar 2 on Melvin. He's pretty good, Jonas, but he's only strength 2. And the Beast Knuckle is just a little shy. I don't think I'm going to take Jonas in this hunt. I think we might just stand by. We will take... Deno's fucking dumb. Alright. The Vespertine bow is not the solution for the Dung Beetle Knight. Top is absolutely the solution. He can hunt Megalophobia is of no consequence. Kalen with Deadest. Legendary Lungs is punishing. But I suppose when we're using the Rib Blade, that's not too bad. She's got good strength. She's got an extra speed, which doesn't prevent her from doing anything. Maybe Kalen. Michiko with our sword, for sure. So we need a blue. So Kalen. Now we need a white top. Who we got? We got Kaylin, Michiko, white. Okay, so we need a green. So a green is August with a guitar. Sure, she can go. And then we need our scout. We will go this guy. Actually, we probably want to scout with as high a strength as possible. Layla has Quixotic. She has Vermin Obsession, so she's not going to be able to do shit because he starts with a bug patch, doesn't he? Dung Beetle Knight. I'm pretty sure he starts with a fucking bug patch. Let's check. 1 bug spot. Is it worth taking Layla because she has an extra point of strength over? Or do we take our Guardian, Deirdre, bang a second go? We got anyone with strength 3 that maybe we could switch over to Scout Duty, maybe? Deno, of course you could be fucking Scout Duty, you idiot. Don't really want you to die, but you've got a lot of insanity, I suppose. The likelihood that someone's going to die is possible, so maybe Deno is the go here as a scout. To risk that yeah, that's punishing. That's absolutely punishing, that fucking thing. Make a decision, Deno. Make a decision. We will send out the person with Vermin Obsession, and we're going to clear that bug spot before anything goes wrong. Absolute confidence in that decision. Kaylin is going to whip herself out a delightful green glove set. So let's just check here. Michiko, she's just going to use that. Top, he's going to continue to use that. Layla is fine on that. We'll take the sickle for herb gathering. And Kaylin gets to change her layout. I'm going to do that later, friends. It's been a wonderful 2 showdowns. We've comfortably managed our survivors and done a great job. So we will be back for another Lantern year very soon. We'll hunt a Dung Beetle Knight. I'm excited. We'll talk to you then. Big dinner out.